Well, hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. If you are new, I am Andrew and this is Laura. We do live here in South Tenerife, in Los Cristianos to be precise. A lot of you will be returning and this is just a little video, a little update on Laura's eye situation. Obviously, we get a lot of questions about it. A lot of you are following the story. A lot of you have had similar situations, similar things happening. You're intrigued to find out what's going on. So just going to jump on and give you a little bit of an update. I did say until there's any news, I wasn't really going to sort of discuss it, but it's a little bit of a change, a little bit of news to give you. So we'll give you a little bit of an update. Laura has been up to Candaleria today.
So yeah, Candaleria is where all my appointments regarding my eye is going to be, because that's where the specialists are. So I had my appointment with the neuro. That's the care I'm under, because obviously it's at the back of my eye, not the front of my eye. So neurology takes care of me. So I went there today, give me a quick check over, got the ophthalmologist, look at the back of my eye. Slowly getting better. I have got another appointment next month to see if it's progressing as much as they want it to, and see if there's anything they want to change or a different path they want to go down. But right now, doing very good. So
it's not got any worse, very slightly better. We may look at getting a second opinion in the UK at some point, but that's not as it's easier said than done. You know, it's obviously the cost of it all.
It's not that. It's like getting the right specialists. Because even though I was under the care of 3 specialists, that's 3 specialists I've got to find in the UK and possibly even more. Yeah,
it's tricky. So, you know, we looked at like online appointments, but then that's online. They can't really look at your eye. We had some flights booked, but then we cancelled them and changed them. My dad had a specialist lined up, but then we got another appointment over here. So it's really tricky. It's hard to decide what to do. As you can imagine, it's a bit of a minefield. There's a lot of opinions, and you shouldn't be doing this, and Laura shouldn't be working, and you should be flying here, there. And it was a bit mind-blowing at some points. There was just weeks where like the comments were, you're doing the right thing, you're doing the wrong thing, and it just became a little bit messy. So there is still fluid in Laura's eye. They may well want to drain it in a month or so's time. We'll see what they say. They said for now, continue as you are. You're fine to work. You've been fine to fly for the last few weeks. It was only 2 weeks after the hospital that you couldn't fly. You were then fine to fly, but we haven't found it necessary at this point.
No, I'm happy with the care I've been getting. To be fair, I have been happy with it. They've literally done everything they can do. And I know people said, oh, you know, would the care not be better in England? I'm like, I'd still be waiting for the MRI in England now. Yeah,
I mean, you'd have to see a lot of people were saying you can't just... A lot of people jumped on it. You can't come back and use the NHS. Technically, we can. And a lot of residents do. But that's not what we were going to be doing anyway. We would be going down the private route and seeing a private specialist if we did go back to the UK. But a few people did jump on that. You can't come back. And... yeah, we were born there and we did pay our taxes, etc. all the way up until we left. So I think technically you still can. I know a lot of people do. But that's not what we were planning on anyway. We would have gone and seen a private eye specialist, which we still may do in a month or so's time. But for now, it's been okay. Laura's been cracking on with work. We have reduced the schedule down in October, so we are going to be doing a little bit less work. You'll be doing a little bit less.
Yeah, I need to take those regular breaks, definitely. Yeah, I do.
And we've got more staff now, haven't we?
Yeah, we've got staff. The reason I've been working so much is because I've been training the staff. You know, you can't just throw a member of staff in the bar and go do your job. So I've been training them up, getting them confident in their abilities, getting them confident in what I want them to do. So I've been working lots. So now is the time to take a bit of a step back and let them be without mummy bear, basically.
Hopefully, yeah. You've got to train them up and you know, when you do come into the bar, sometimes it will be intense. Me and Laura will be a little bit more serious, and we'll be trying to deal with staff and manage staff and things like that. So it's tricky, because I know a lot of you want to come in and see us in like vlogger happy mode, but sometimes you might come in and we'll be in a little bit of a serious work mode. You've got a bar to run, you've got a table waiting over there, you've got cocktails there, you've got someone new making the cocktails, you've got to make sure they're right. So it can get very intense, but hopefully now we're going to have a little bit of a more relaxed schedule with the bar, more staff, a couple of days off at the moment. But yeah, in terms of the eye, you're safe to fly, you're safe to work, you're fine to do all that stuff.
Everything's fine. I've got no restrictions whatsoever, which I didn't have anyways. Even in the hospital, I had no restrictions.
No, and they did all the checks to check, you know, it wasn't brain tumours or anything like that. So There's fluid in the eye. They can't understand why. A lot of people are saying it's the pressure. It's not down to
There's no
that.
pressure at all. That's like one of the first things they test.
Yeah,
is the
there's
pressure
no
in your
pressure.
eye. There's no pressure. It can happen. You can just have a problem with your eye, like I said, like, what's it called? I forget what it's called, but you can just get fluid in your eye and you can just lose your vision, and there's no way to treat it or no way to find out why.
Yeah.
I might just be one of those people.
So we'll see. I mean, in a month or so's time, we'll see what they say over here, and then we will look at seeing a specialist and things. But it's not a super urgent thing. We did speak to a couple of specialists on the phone, and they pretty much said stick with what you're doing for now. They don't think there'd be too much they could do. It's really hard. It's hard to make decisions. It's hard to decide what to do. But for now, we're sticking with this plan, and then we'll reassess again in a month or so's time. You had the appointment today. They were pretty happy with it. They've got all the history, all the scans. The other thing with going to the UK was you can't just you pack up a folder with all the stuff that you've had done already. You'd be starting all over again. We haven't got copies of the scans, the MRI you had. We haven't got any of that stuff. They don't give it to you. So you can't just stroll in and go, well, here you go, Doc. Here's everything we've had done. What do you think it would be starting all over again?
How long
yeah.
would that take?
Yeah, we sort of got to trust the process over here, really, for now. But yeah, that is the update. Overall, Laura's okay, feeling good. You've been feeling fine since you came out of the hospital,
I'll
really.
feel fine going into the hospital.
Yeah, so
yeah.
I know a lot of you do ask the questions and that, so that's pretty much keeping you up to date. Again, any major changes, we'll of course let you know. I know a lot of you are following along in case it happens to you or you've had similar and things like that. So, and we have had some, along with all the crazy comments, we have had some, most have been absolutely amazing. So thank you all very much for all your kind wishes. I know a lot of you are asking because you care, so we really do appreciate that.
A lot of people have trouble with their eyes, a lot more. And it's not to do with age either. It's literally just look at the draw.
Yeah.
What can go on with your eye and the different things that can happen and different ways you can treat it or not treat it and the different ways people have lost the vision and stuff like that. Crazy.
Yeah, so we've learned a lot. And the community have been amazing, and we appreciate all the people that brought Laura in chocolates and all kinds into the bar and stuff. So it has been amazing. So thank you all very much for all the support and everything so far. We will, of course, keep you up to date. But this was the easiest way of telling you all, just in a little video, keeps you up to date. And we'll go from there. Laura popped up to Candaleria today. Didn't need me to go with you. I was mad busy anyway, and they don't let me in. So that was pretty much that. Yeah, any changes we'll let you know. Thank you very much for watching and following along. Thank you for all the well wishes and the very kind comments. We will keep you up to date. Look after your eyes, look after yourselves. I always say, people ask me about my sunglasses, and I've got the Oakley Prisms, and people are like, oh, they're really, really expensive. You only get one pair of eyes, so that's why I don't mind wearing expensive sunglasses, because you've got to look after your eyes, especially living here with the sun.
Well, I've only got one eye now.
I know, you've got to look after your eyes, guys. When you're coming over, a lot of these sunglasses on the cheap streets and that, they've got no protection in them. Make sure they're proper categorized. They will protect your eyes. It's very bright sun. Just look after yourselves. Look after your eyes. You never know what's around the corner, so do look after yourselves. And that's it, isn't it?
That is everything. I'm all good.
Thank you all very much. Hit the subscribe, and we'll keep you up to date. Stride on.